Okay, so welcome everybody to the Chinese Tourist Award 2026. So we are today celebrating again, since we have done since 2004, long time, all the good things which have been done for the Chinese market. And we will also talk about how inbound, domestic, and outbound tourism altogether is developing in China. And we will have, I think, four presentations of Gold Award winners who will share with us their best practice examples how to deal with the Chinese market successfully. So, okay, so now we have to uh, to move the presentation. Okay, so this is what we are doing today. So we will have a brief introduction, and then and I will introduce also my co-hosts, and then I will give a brief update on what is China's inbound and outbound tourism. And it says 2025 to 2030 because we have some breaking news just 2 days ago. China, the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, published a new 5-year plan for tourism development. So we are giving you totally up-to-date information on what is happening. And then the main part, of course, will be the presentation of the award winners, including, as we said, best practice examples. And at the end, we will see how much time we have left, but I think we can also have a brief Q&A. So if you go to the next slide, so you can see, so these are the three hosts, and so we have Reza Soltani, who is, of course, the president of Institute of Tourism and is the expert also with his team to do all the technical stuff here. And also I have the pleasure to welcome Professor Yang Jingjing. So she is our partner in Beijing in China. So, and the three of us have agreed that we will work more closely together from now on for the Chinese market, both inbound and outbound. And Yang Jingjing is at the sorry, can you go back? Is at the business school of the Beijing Technology and Business University. But I think the easiest is that Reza and Yang Jingjing can briefly introduce themselves. So maybe we start with the host, Reza, and then we ask Yang Jingjing as well. Reza, can you start?
Yeah, thank you, Professor Wolfgang. Very happy to be here and very happy to work with you. Of course, we know each other many, many years, and I always like to work with you and your ideas. And definitely, as we all know, the Chinese market, the outbound and inbound are both so important for the tourism industry, and definitely the growth are going to be much more in the coming years. We had the setback by COVID, but everything is recovering more and more, and the Chinese tourists are traveling more. But also, as you always mentioned, now the domestic tourism is much bigger in China than before, and China new policy, it seems that they are opening the door. Many countries, they don't need a visa anymore to travel to China, and it makes it much easier. And the inbound tourism is growing quite fast, so it makes China a very important player in tourism industry. Is now already, and it will be much bigger market for the tourism industry in the coming years. So I'm very happy to be here and working with all of you.
Thank you very much for that. And Yang Jingjing from Beijing, please also give a brief introduction of yourself. Are you there?
Yes, she's muted. Please unmute yourself.
Unmute.
Hello, hello again. Hello, everyone, and thank you very much. I'm Yang Qingjing, professor in tourism in Business School of Beijing Technology and Business University. Well, actually, I have many years international working and living experience in UK for 6 years, in Macau for 3 years, in New Zealand for 3 years. I have been working in tourism research, tourism education, tourism consultancy, and tourism planning. And of course, as Chinese, I am very happy to work with all of you on China tourism, including China inbound tourism, outbound tourism, and domestic tourism. So hope we will have a very enjoyable conference. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the brief introduction. And so now let's start a brief look at how is tourism developing now. So if we so maybe just to say for those who are not familiar with that, even so we do this already for a year. And over the time, I think we have more than 150 different organizations who got the award, and so 15 will be added, and of course that will be also put on our website and in the social media and so on. So that is, and you can see some pictures from different years. Where we have been in different locations. A few years we did this with the GITF in Guangzhou, and this year maybe that is something to worth mentioning. This year we have decided to do this online, so more people have the opportunity to take. Institute has such wonderful technology to make this all very easy to do. So if you go to the next slide, so we have 5 categories in the awards, like every year. The first one is product innovation, which of course is now very important as the market is changing. Internet media, service quality, marketing, and the last category is the overall performance for many organizations which have been winning this award, so have been in the market for a long time. And if we move on, so let us have a brief look at the latest development of China's tourism. And as I said, so we have breaking news. So it's just 2 days ago, on the 7th of July, the Ministry of Culture and Tourism has been publishing the tourism 5-year plan. So if you know a little bit about China, you know that last year the general 5-year plan was published, but it took some time. But now tourism also has a 5-year plan, and the aims are very ambitious. So basically, China is saying that China should develop into a tourism powerhouse, and for inbound tourism, they are aiming at almost 200 million arrivals by 2030, and with a spending of 150 billion US dollars. And if we go further, so we can see, I hope we can see. Yes, that compare this to 2025. So we had, according to official data, 154 million inbound tourist arrivals, spending 131 billion US dollars. I looked this up, and even in the Chinese media, it always says according to official data, which is a bit funny because, yeah, of course it is. So I think these numbers are a bit high. From our research, we would think that the numbers are maybe some people are counted twice, or including stewardesses or sailors. But anyway, these are the official numbers. What is clear certainly is that there has been a big jump forwards. And already, as I mentioned, one of the main reasons is, of course, visa-free entry. So I have to say, I've been traveling to China almost 50 years, and I made a calculation. I think in my life I spent at least 20,000 euros or 25,000 US dollar on visa fees for China. So it still feels very strange for me if I come to China. A few weeks ago, I was in Kunming at the airport, and all you have to answer is why are you here? What are you doing? And then whoops, you can enter China without a visa. That is, of course, very attractive for many people. So, and in the plan, it is said, so 3 main aims. One is consolidating the status of pillar industry for tourism. So tourism was made officially a pillar industry, if I remember rightly, in 2009 or something like that. But so that is, of course, saying that it's important part of the overall industry, and it has a growing part of the GDP of China, but also stimulating domestic demand. And that is very important in China, that the consumption, the private consumption is pushed forward more and more, and also promoting employment. And of course, tourism has, as we all know, the advantage that you cannot export jobs. So if you need somebody working in a hotel at the reception, that person has to be there, cannot be outsourced to somewhere else. So that is also, of course, a point which becomes more and more important for China, that there is more employment. So, and how is this to be achieved? So the first thing, as we just mentioned, optimize visa-free policy, which means more and more countries are supposed to get a visa-free regulation, which is very positive, and because in many cases it is not reciprocal. So if Chinese people want to enter the European Union, they still have to apply for a visa, but still most European Union country members can go visa-free. Open more the national air routes and also special tourism trains. We have seen, for instance, in Laos, the success of the high-speed or middle-speed train, which is connecting China and Laos. And there's more in the pipeline. And not only more air routes, but also more frequent flights. And another point, of course, is also train foreign language tour guides and apply intelligent translation equipment. And I think this is something, if you have been recently in China, you will have noticed that now everybody has a language app in the smartphone. And so last month when I was in Beijing, even the cleaning woman wanted to tell me something about my laundry. And so she didn't even try to speak Chinese to me, but she just whipped out her smartphone and was speaking into the smartphone. Your laundry will be ready at 5. So the language problem has more or less disappeared. So at least for such normal day-to-day conversation. But it also seems to me that the effect is that now the people, for instance, in the hotels, they don't even try anymore to learn English because it's so convenient with the machine. So it's a two-sided coin. But anyway, it's really very easy now. So for foreigners, and of course, it's not only speaking, it's also now you have apps where you can point your camera onto a sign in Chinese, and then you will see the translation of the sign automatically. So that is this problem for foreigners if they're not able to read Chinese, that they are lost with all the signs in Chinese. This problem is all over now. So if we go on and by the way, we have a heavy thunderstorm here at the moment in Kathmandu, where I'm based. Hopefully the internet will not crash out. So, and this is an important point. This is a quote from one of the leading experts commenting on the 5-year plan. And he said, when foreign tourists personally experience China's culture, history, and modern achievement, it helps enhance China's international image and cultural influence. So this is quite openly saying that in China, tourism, inbound and outbound, is not only about money, it's not only about business, it is also soft power. It is also to show people coming to China, and everybody coming to China is impressed about the technology, the number of robots, and moneyless payment, cashless payment, and everything. So that is also to get influence and get goodwill by the people. So that is something when we talk about Chinese tourism with China, we have always to keep in mind that it is not only the question how to earn money, but it's also the question how to give a positive image and how to increase the positive influence of China and the image how China is seen in the world. Okay, let's go on. So briefly, domestic tourism, and I will tell you why this is also important for us. So by 2030, more than 8 billion trips, so that is about 5 trips per person, are supposed to happen. with a total spending of 7.7 trillion renminbi. That's about a little bit less than a trillion US dollars. So that you can see that these trips are not just to the neighboring village, but really where money is spent. And also, it's not only money, it's also very interesting to see that in the 5-year plan, inclusiveness is clearly mentioned. So adapting to the needs of different tourist groups by launching customized and personalized tourism products and routes. And this is a new development. Before in China, like in most other places, it was all about quantity. It was all about more travelers, more money spent, and that's the end of it. Now it's also in China, for even for domestic tourism, clearly that they say we have to customize and even personalize the offers. It's not big groups, mass tourism, lots of people running behind a tour guide flag. So that is something which also means for us, when we talk about outbound tourism, we have to at least be equally good in customizing and personalizing. And some examples which are mentioned in the plan are there should be a focus on health and wellness and on emotional companionship. I think this is a very important point to note, as we have, on the one hand, more older people, and in many cases, lonely older people because they had only one child and this child lives in a big city or in Australia or whatever. So you have a lot of old, lonely people. But also for younger people, those who have been growing up as a single child and living in a stressful life of having a lot of work. So that there is a problem, and I read some article recently that the number of young people who have sleeping problems, can't sleep at night, has been identified as a major medical problem in China. So emotional companionship, that is something when you think about your product for the Chinese visitors, have you ever thought about that? And interest-based social needs of the elderly. So again, bringing people together and having social interactions, and therefore developing themed products such as wellness tourism, but also nostalgia tours, so that for the older people, they relive the good old times, even so maybe they were not good in terms in material terms, but they were, of course, when they were young. So that is a clear indication that also in China, the focus is not so much on the Gen Z, but the focus is on those people who are the majority and also have the majority of the money, which are the 50 plus older people. Okay, let's go on. And it's also now this month and next month. So China is also doing actively things to push more domestic tourism. So there is a national summer of culture and tourism consumption, where there are 30,000 or more than 30,000 culture and tourism consumption events. And so to have a reason for people to travel. But also there will be almost 500 million renminbi worth of consumption vouchers distributed. So the government is really handing out vouchers so that people can afford travel. So that is something, and by 450 million renminbi, that's about 55 or so million US dollars. So that is some money. So you can see that the Chinese government is really putting the action where the mouth is. So that is quite impressive. Okay, so that is let's go on. That is about the situation, and so some insights from our side is, so China is already #1 outbound tourism market since 2012, and has been recovering after the pandemic, as Reza was saying. It's also by far the #1 domestic tourism market, much bigger than the other big country in the world, India, which has also 1.4 billion people. But the aim is now to become also the #1 inbound tourism market in the world. And for instance, Hainan Island has said now they're duty free. They want to become the shopping center of the world. So no longer the Chinese go out for shopping, but that the world should come for shopping to China. So, and again, inbound tourism is not only an economic factor, because even with these numbers, roughly about 1 out of 7 dollars or coins will come from a foreigner, and 6 out of 7 from a Chinese. So it is for the tourism industry still much more important, the domestic tourism, but it's also, as we said, a soft power instrument, and that is something you have to take into consideration. This is also something when Yang Jingjing and Reza and me are working together, so that we have also developed products, especially for that to show and to support the soft power aspect. So last point, why this is important for us. Domestic tourism quality is clearly improving. So there was a big push during the pandemic, because even the rich people in China had to stay in China for their holidays. So that was helping to develop better quality, high-end market products. And as we have seen, also the government is saying we need more differentiation in our products. So today, when you talk to people in China, outbound tourism is no longer automatically more prestigious and automatically preferred. So that used to be clearly in the past that if you were rich or important or both, you would of course travel abroad. If you were traveling domestically, you were either poor or too stupid to find your way around. So this is no longer necessarily the case. So domestic tourism has become a competitor also for all the destinations outside of China. So therefore, looking at the outbound market, because today in a minute, we will start looking at the award winners. So the outbound market, China is not publishing clear numbers anymore. That is very opaque and getting worse and worse. So what we are doing is we are looking at the statistics of the host countries of host destinations. So there's about 135 million arrivals last year. About half of this goes to mostly Hong Kong and Macau. Not many people go at the moment to Taiwan, and about half of the people go outside of Greater China. And within this, we can see that the vast majority stays in regional tourism. And this is something what we have been talking about, that probably we have to stop talking about only domestic and outbound, but that outbound has to be distinguished between regional, so within, let's say, 4 hours flight, which becomes more important with all the increases in the cost of transportation and the political problems in the world. So that this is 85, sometimes even 90% of tourism is regional tourism. So people going from China to Vietnam, to South Korea, to Japan, and so on within the region. And you have only 10 to 50% long distance travel. But these are the people, the richest 100 million people in China. So they're also spending lots of money, and they are happy to go to far away places like Africa or South America and so on. So clearly the growth rates are not double digit anymore like they used to be in the 2010 years, but still it is the biggest market, and it's still growing, of course. And so finally, to say, quality-wise, and I'm sure you have been hearing a lot about this also from us, from other sources. So clearly we see there has been a big shift from conspicuous consumption, so saying I'm buying the most expensive bottle of wine in the restaurant, even though I don't know if I like it. This is over now. You don't brag anymore spending lots of money. It's rather that now you are a clever shopper. You spend money, but you want value for money. So it's not that the Chinese travelers are not willing to spend or not able to spend, but they will say, okay, what do I get for my money? Much more than it used to be the case. And clearly the mass market group travel is dead. So don't think that this old picture, 45 Chinese in a coach jumping out, taking a picture, eating bad Chinese food, shopping like crazy, and then rushing to the next city. This is basically over, except for the bottom level of the demand. So those people who are not so rich and just want to say, okay, I've been one time in my life outside of China, so they might still do that. But it is mostly individual travel now. Self-drive tourism, so renting a car or a recreational vehicle, a caravan, and also going to new destinations and having new travel forms. As you probably know, camping and glamping has become very popular in China and now also for outbound. And clearly, sightseeing and also physical shopping is much less important now because also in China, you can see most of the shopping malls are rather empty because people just don't shop physically anymore. Everything is done online. So therefore, it is, of course, it's not black and white. It's not 100 to 0, but it used to be that 80% of the time of Chinese outbound tourists was taken up by shopping. That is no longer the case. It's rather transformative tourism. When we talked about well-being and fighting loneliness and so asking for emotional companionship and stuff like that. So to go to a place to learn how to be happy, that is something which is getting more and more important. And so I'm based in Nepal here, and I remember that we had a discussion at a Chinese tourism fair where some Chinese guy was saying, "You Nepali people, you are poor, but you seem to be always so happy. You're always smiling and laughing. We Chinese people, we have money, but we're not laughing. We're not happy. We're always worrying. How do you do that? How can you be happy when you have not so much money? I want to learn from you." So this is an approach. It's not just to take a photo of somebody, but really talking to people, which is now possible with the apps, but and also saying, okay, I want to learn something from my trip. And the last point, clearly, 50 plus market is getting bigger. Also, just one aspect to mention is that uh, many would-be grandparents now don't have a grandchild because a lot of the Chinese ladies refuse to become a mother, even refuse to get married. The number of births, the number of marriages has halved within the last 10 years. That's a dramatic development. So that means a lot of older people who would have spent all their time and money on their grandchild now can spend it on themselves. And what are they doing? Traveling. So that is a interesting market for us. These people have time and money, whereas a lot of other Chinese people have money, but they don't have time. So they can only travel for maybe 1 week or 10 days a year. These people, especially when they're retired, they can go 3, 4 weeks. So that is a very interesting development. So, in a nutshell, Chinese tourism is not what it used to be, and we all can be successful if we are following these trends and these changes. And that is why the Chinese Tourism Welcoming Award is trying to help to give visibility to such positive effects. Okay, so clearly what we have to do, we need to offer customized high quality products for the market. And one more point, to either to bring people to discover new places, what is an interest for that, but also to get return visitors. So there's many destinations have a big problem that the Chinese people go there one time and then they say, okay, I ticked it off. I've done it. I've been there. So I never go back a second time. Even so, of course, they have only seen a small part of the country. So with special interest products, you can also bring people to come back to your country or destination again. And another important point really is that as China and the Chinese government is pushing very hard now to have more inbound tourists, so that you as a tour operator, as a destination, should also show that you are also supporting people traveling to China. So maybe even if this is not your main business, so that you are not so selfish only to want the money from the Chinese, but you're also helping China to develop. So this is something, and that might be sometime more a symbolic gesture, a nice conference we can help to organize. So to show, yeah, we are also telling our people that they should visit China, as well as receiving people from China. And the last point, while I'm the founder and director of the Meaningful Tourism Meaningful Tourism Center. So obviously, the last point to make is that Chinese tourism, like all tourism, needs to be meaningful. Means that all stakeholders have benefits and satisfactions. To avoid that host communities are having anti-Chinese ideas because of over tourism, that they blame the Chinese for that, as we have seen in the past, for instance, in Spain and other countries. So it's very important, and also for your employees, so that they understand that this is a major market, and they should take care to be able to give good product and good service to the Chinese visitors. That is another important point. Okay, so this is briefly to talk where we are today. And so, as I mentioned, we have decided, your three hosts, that we will work together, and Professor Yang Ying is based in Beijing. That is, of course, very important to be there. And Reza is most of the time in Europe, I'm most of the time in Asia. So together we can cover a lot with our respective networks, and hopefully for some of you we can be of service in the future. Okay, so that's from me. If you have some questions, please either put them in the chat or keep them in mind, because at the end we will have a Q&A session. But now we want to move on to the main part, telling the world who has won the CTW Awards 2026. So if we can change the presentation. And in the meantime, I can tell you that I'm very happy to say that so we have 15 winners, and from what we have been told before, so there 14 of the 15 have been telling us that they will be able to join the call. So let's see how many we have who really made it, because I know everybody is busy all the time. But there's a Becca. You have a question. Please go ahead. Becca Yakeli.
Yes,
You
yes.
raised your hand.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Wolfgang. First of all, I would like to express gratitude to a good friend, Reza Soltani, for inviting me regularly, inviting to impressive sessions. And I would like to, Professor Wolfgang, express gratitude to you. I'm very much impressed with all the insights you provided, and excellent qualitative data, and these data are critically important and should be critically important for every destination. And we see, just as a conclusion, I was taking note, I would very much appreciate if this presentation could be shared, because I will then share with relevant colleagues, with our market intelligence team and the team from Asia and the Pacific, because it will enrich, of course, our knowledge base. So very important, of course, a conclusion to be made after careful observation of all your valuable points is that the ambitious plan of China to become #1 inbound tourism destination as of today, as of 2025, according to our barometer, it's in terms of number of arrivals, it's number 6 in the ranking of international tourist arrivals. Top 1 is France, followed by Spain, United States, Turkey, and Italy, and then China. But of course, I mean, what is important that the kind of efforts the Chinese government is capitalizing, and the priority and the shift that, let's say, from outbound to inbound and domestic travel. This is very important. And in terms of the slide, was very impressive for every destination in the world, which is trying to position in the Chinese market and attract Chinese visitor, China outbound travel. And so I took note of all of them, and just sorry for the. And I liked very much your approach change from consumption to value for money. And so these will increase competition, and of course, destination would need to rethink the way how they are positioning themselves in the Chinese market. Overall, thank you so much. This is very important. And personally, I got lots of information. My knowledge is enhanced, and I would appreciate if I can get this presentation, because this will, of course, enhance the knowledge of the World Tourism Organization. Thank you so much, Professor Wolfgang. Reza, thank you so much for inviting me. At the same time, I have to apologize. In 10-15 minutes, I have to leave, as I have a meeting with our member state, but I'm very satisfied that I could listen to this impressive presentation, Professor Wolfgang. Thank you.
Thank you. And yes, I think, Reza, certainly we will share the video, and we will share the presentation. Of course, that is what it's made for. And thank you very much for your kind words. And clearly, that is what you have been saying is very true. That, and well, the good news, I think, is that in my discussions, I can see that there is a bigger willingness in the industry to learn and to change than it used to be maybe earlier on. So clearly people try. So more and more people understand that it's not the old way tourism was organized, and of course. UN Tourism is playing a big part in that, and supporting this understanding and this new ideas that we have to, in terms of AI, in terms of climate change, and also in terms of in the Chinese market, simply maturing market, and so that there's a lot of new things to do, and so that is something. I've been working in this field since more than 4 decades, and it is clearly the only thing which is constant is change, and that is going on, and that will of course go on also in the future. So thank you very much for the encouragement for everybody to follow in these lines, and we will certainly make the information available as widely possible as we can. Good. So thank you. And of course, you have other meetings. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. The same goes, of course, for everybody who is here with us today. I think we have quite a number of colleagues here. Thank you so much. So let's move on, and let's talk about the winners. So we will go through the 5 categories. We have product innovation, internet media, service quality, marketing, and overall performance. And starting with product innovation. So if we can start the presentation, please. Sorry, we have some technical hiccup. Yes. Okay. So we start with the product innovation, and the award goes in bronze goes to the I hope my French is not too bad. Association des acteurs de location saisonnière à l'île Maurice, so which is Mauritius, and so short-term rental companies in Mauritius, and this is represented by Mr. Darren Moodley. Darren, are you there? Darren?
Hi,
And
Wolfgang.
this-
Can you hear me?
Hi, okay, so this is your certificate. Of course, you will get it also afterwards. So so I know, so we have been talking recently. I know that you are doing a lot of good things in Mauritius, which is of course a very beautiful island. I had the luck to be there, and that you are especially pushing the short-term rental also for the Chinese market, which is a innovative product. And again, going away from the idea that they all come in big groups. So congratulations for that. And just one sentence. What brought you to this idea? Just very briefly.
Oh, thank you, Professor Wolfgang. I hope you can hear me well, right? Is it okay?
Yes.
All right. Now, thank you, and then for the opportunity also to register and then to win that award. So thank you very much for that. And again, Mauritius as an isolated small island within the Indian Ocean, we always seek to develop other markets and see how we can really be tangible and also as sustainable as possible for our growing tourism market. So year after year, we are receiving growth, but still now we need to focus also on the supply side of tourism. Of course, hotels are doing well, but the sector that I represent is more about the non-hotel sector and trying to build onto momentum and see how we can adopt the best sustainable practices for the local communities, for the population of Mauritius, for the employees in that sector, but also how we can welcome our guests in a better way. And because given that we are so far from our main markets, we know that there will be CO2 emission, but still how we can counteract on these emissions once we receive our tourists on the island. So thank you very much for your light about
Thank
all
you.
these.
And I think this is something, hopefully some people in the audience will now start thinking, could we do this as well in our place for the Chinese market? Thank you so much. Okay, moving on to the Silver Award. And so the Silver Award goes to Tourism and Cultural Sustainability Research, which is Dilara Beaker or Beeser, I'm not sure. Dilara, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so can you just 2 sentences? What are you doing, and so what can we learn from what you're doing for the Chinese market? Very briefly, please.
Thank you. First of all, I am a tourism professional, and my name is Dilara Biçer. It's a great honor to represent Turkey today. I sincerely thank the CTW Award jury and organizers for this opportunity. My project, Ancient Bridges, was inspired by Hattuşa, one of Turkey's UNESCO World Heritage Sites. It was created with one simple belief: cultural heritage should not only be visited but truly experienced. I believe meaningful and sustainable tourism creates stronger connection between people, culture, and local communities while preserving our shared heritage. Because heritage becomes truly meaningful not only when it's preserved, but when it inspires people. And finally, thank you very much for everything.
Okay, thank you. So, and this goes in the same direction, I think, as what just Darren just told us, also bringing the Chinese tourists closer to the people and having more interaction, which is also for the host community important, that they can see these are not some aliens running around and disturbing them, but that these are interesting human beings to talk to, and that you can learn from each other. So Dilara, thank you so much for that. With that, we
Thank you.
come to the Gold Awards, the first one. And the Gold Award goes to the Macau University of Science and Technology. And I hope that my dear colleague and good friend Jun Wen is with us, and that he has a little presentation for us. And I have to say that we are normally not giving awards to the same organization within a short period of time, but the MUST is doing such wonderful work, and Professor Junwen especially, that we had no choice but to give the gold award to him again. So, Junwen, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me? Hello.
Okay, yes, okay, wonderful. And can you share your screen?
Okay. So let me let me try. Okay, can you see my
Yes,
screen?
something is happening. Very good.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I will get started.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
we can see it.
So yeah, so first of all, I'm very honored to represent my research team and to share a bit more about our research. This is our third time and to engage in this event. So very, very happy and to have this opportunity to share our research and using this platform. And thank you for the support from Wolfgang and your team. Thank you so much. So this application, we focus on building Macau as a vulnerability-friendly and well-being-oriented tourism destination. So this research project has been going on since 2020 until today, and it will keep going right in the near future. And we are trying to share our research-driven insights and to the general public and to learn the insights and and some of the practical information and to make our research be more practical and meaningful. So very quickly share some of the background information. So now we are experiencing the aging society, so worldwide. So not only China, Asia, the whole world, right? So we are seeing the the increase of the aging population. But from the academic perspective, especially in the tourism literature, be more about research. So we have very limited research has been published, integrating medical science and social science using tourism as a unique context and to solve some of the problem. And also from the marketing perspective, I think we need to pay more attention to the aging population in the tourism market. So that's the main purpose. And from our research and to understand the requirements and the needs from the vulnerable population, such as the elderly adults, and how they can better enjoy and to benefit from the good traveling products and the experience. So in the past couple of years, and our research team and we proposed a new concept about travel therapy. So it's defined as a therapeutic approach, enhance people's physical and mental health and well-being through positive travel experiences. So our project is still going on. So we try to understand the different the tourist behavior across three different groups, such as the tourist with a health condition, healthy tourist, and the tourist with suboptimal health status. So this is one piece of research we published back in 2022. So I think I had a brief chat online with Wolfgang about this research. About the way proposed tourism as a potential long-term ecological intervention for individuals with dementia. So we're trying to propose an idea for all the stakeholders in tourism to think about how we can not only to provide the services and the product to the general tourists, and also for people with some of the health condition, such as dementia. So we're trying to understand how the four different types of the tourism experiences, including affective, cognitive, and the sensory experience, and how they can differently and to offer the meaningful and the positive experience and for people with dementia. So this is a conceptual paper. But after this paper was published, it gained a wide, impact worldwide and through the media coverage and other academic follow-up and additional research, and to focus on this sort of the new research stream. So briefly talk about why we can consider and pay more attention to people with dementia in tourism, because there's a no queue and for dementia until today. So it is very sad because my grandma suffered from dementia and passed away back in 2018. So this experience and give me the courage and to try to support more people with dementia in tourism. And from the medical science perspective, the pharmacological intervention for dementia is not very successful until today. So that's why the non-pharmacological intervention like a music therapy and has been, proposed under the first-line approach and to increase quality of life for people with dementia. So to have this background, I think in tourism industry, not only for academics and for industry professionals, government officials, and we can all think about and how we take this as a starting point and to pay more attention to individuals with health conditions and to engage in tourism and how to help them to increase their quality of life through the good positive traveling experience. This is our research. So this is research from 2020. So we plan to, keep going in another couple of years. So we're still ongoing. I don't want to say too much about the research, but we really want to take all the opportunities to share our research-based insight to the general public, because research is we try to contribute to society, not only for publications. And this type of research, like a healthy aging in China, has been also giving media attentions and worldwide and including China. And back to 2023, so my team was invited to write up an opinion piece and by CGTN. So talking about the opportunity for China and to be developed as a top destination for senior tourism. Because that's the way we all know, especially and the way understand the China tourism ministry development. It has excellent infrastructure and the policy support from the central government. So that's sort of the background for our research team, and to just dig a bit deeper and to understand how exactly and from the different stakeholders' perspective, how we can work together and to make it happen in the near future.
Okay.
Because I moved to Macau and from Australia last year, so I also paid a bit more attention to specifically the Macau region, SAR, so as a case study. So we also think about why medical tourism is growing, such as in Macau and Hong Kong. Okay. So this would be more like a media coverage in this kind of topic and to demonstrate. So not only for academic community and also to the general public, and we can pay more attention to the vulnerable populations in tourism, and they need to be more support. They need to be more well-designed products and services, and especially for support from the different stakeholders in tourism.
Okay.
So as my colleagues,
I have to remind you of the time. We have
okay.
a lot
Yeah.
more happening.
Yeah, last 1 minute. Okay, so until 2024, so as reported by Roland, okay, as a report, so dementia-friendly tourism destination, okay, does not exist until today. So that's a gap, not only in literature and also in the industry. So very quick conclusion. So I'm very happy to share some of the information today. And we and our team, we hope we can work together and also learn from the different stakeholders in tourism like from industry, government, and from other research teams, and focus on vulnerable populations in tourism. And thank you very much for this opportunity and your attention. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jin. So that's very interesting, and I'm sure many of us will be interested to hear more about your work. And I've been following what you're doing, and I think this is again a very clear illustration of what we have been saying before, that we have an aging society worldwide, and especially also in China, and so that there is. You shared, thank you, also your personal experience. I have to say that unfortunately, both my parents went down the same road, and this is really painful to see. And as you said, there is no cure at the moment, so at least this is a way to make the life better for these people. But it's also from a cold economic point of view, this is 55 million people you were writing on your slide. So this is a huge market as well. And if we can do good and earn money at the same time, well, what better can you have? So thank you so much for your engagement, and we see that your plan goes to 2029, so you still have more work, and we will see more results from you. And I'm sure that in one way or another we will continue to work together. Thank you so much. And I can mention that we also have a good partner in Macau who is also with us today, and so we will also in our work we will also certainly be very happy to work more with South China and with Macau as well. Good. Let's go on to the second category, which is internet and media, because it's not enough to do good things. You also have to tell people. And yes, and so Paula Machado just said hello to everyone. So this is our partner who recently moved from Portugal back to Macau. Thank you, Paula. So the Internet Media Award in bronze goes to the Ministry of Heritage and Tourism of Oman. And so I've been to Oman, and it's a wonderful place. At the moment, it is a bit in the news for the wrong reasons, but I'm certain that that will be over, and so therefore we have Cindy Ju. Are you with us, Cindy? So who is actually, I think, in the China office of the Ministry of Oman. Are you with us? Chu Tai Tai? Tabitha? Oh, okay, she's not here. Anyway, so they do a lot of things, and I saw some of their work in Oman when I was there myself. So they do a lot of things, especially for the Chinese market. As also Muscat, the harbor used to be traditionally the harbor where all the China trade to the Middle East was landing. So let's move on. So to the silver award, and the silver award goes to Fasteando company. And so I'm looking for Oleander Villalon Thomas or Thomas. Are you there? Fasteando? No, I don't think so. Okay.
Leandro, if you are here, unmute yourself.
You're there? Okay, then even the better. Please join us. Are you there?
No, it's not here. I think at the moment it's not here.
Okay. There goes your 15 seconds of fame. Okay, so then, well, congratulations, and So we will also publish some information about all the winners, and you can also find out what they have been doing. So we move straight on to the gold level, giving a bit more time to the gold winners, and this is the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority. We have so the Meaningful Tourism Center has a very strong partner in Zimbabwe, and I have been learning recently more about the work they are doing, and of course also from the application. So Stanley Banda, are you there, Stanley? I hope there's
Yes, I'm here.
okay, wonderful. Can you share your screen with us? Yes, something is happening. Very good. Yes, and just by the way, I see in the chat a couple of people are asking for the presentation. Yes, we will send the presentation to you. Don't worry. That will be done. Maybe on Monday or so, but a few days. But you will get it for sure. Okay, so we see something. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Please.
Yes, first and foremost, I would like to thank you very much, Dr. Professor Wolfgang. I know we have met a couple of times in China, and we've also
Yes.
been working together for a very long time before we met, and I'm very grateful for this award. As the Zimbabwe Tourism Authority, I am based here in China for the past 4 years. And my work has been made easy through working with various partners in China and outside China. Maybe for those who don't know where Zimbabwe is, Zimbabwe is obviously in Africa. We are landlocked. We're to the north, bound by we border our borders with Zambia. To the east, there is Mozambique. Then to the west, Botswana, and then to the south, that's where you find South Africa. So that is where we are located on the world map. And yes, this award adds on to other awards that we have won. And I'm very grateful that as a destination, Zimbabwe has also been awarded the Destination of the Year Natural Wonders at ITB by Patwa. And then our minister has also been the recipient of an award as the best overall performing minister. So that means we are obviously working towards improving our tourism in Zimbabwe. And when it comes to our performance on the Chinese market, I am happy to let the audience know that through our efforts, through working with various operators, working with key opinion leaders, working online, we have reached a historic breakthrough in 2023. Where our arrivals, tourist arrivals, reached 51,952, which was 94.99% year-on-year increase from the previous year. Before that, our tourist arrivals were hovering around 23,000 to around 30,000. That was the highest we ever reached before this breakthrough in 2023. So we are very grateful to all our partners. And as a country, we are also looking at China as one of our leading source markets for tourism. And then last year, we achieved 50,124 arrivals from China, which is also a great performance from the market, from where we are coming from. And this trajectory is ongoing, as we have seen that in the first quarter of 2026, we also started very strongly, where we reached 10,363 arrivals from China, from around 8,000, which is a 24% year-on-year growth. So we are very happy with our performance, and this has been aided by a number of strategies that we have employed in China. First and foremost, of course, is the digital marketing revolution, where we have established a very comprehensive Chinese social media matrix across WeChat, Weibo, Douyin, where we have created a localized content ecosystem in the Chinese market, because we have realized that you cannot perform well in the Chinese market without a digital presence. And we have seen that this digital presence have also helped us to create widespread awareness in China. We are now known. I think there is no place, everywhere I go, when I just mentioned Zimbabwe, they have seen something, they've heard something, or they know something about Zimbabwe, which is very good. That our media presence, our digital presence, has created a lot of awareness in China. And through that, we have reached over 1 million potential tourists through popular content like the travel guides, activities, cuisine, promoting of our culture, promoting of our #1 destination, which is the Victoria Falls. And also we have participated in festivals in China in collaboration with our partners like the Dragon Boat Festivals, Spring Festival. All that has enhanced our brand visibility and influence as a competitive destination in China. We have also made use of key opinion leaders. Some of you might know some key opinion leaders in China that we are working with, and these have helped us. These have helped profile our destination, and we invited them to visit our cultural sites. We've invited them to visit our tourist resorts, and when they were in Zimbabwe, you know how they do it. Most of them, they post whilst they are on site. And this has helped us to garner a lot of impressions, because we've garnered over millions of impressions on platforms like Douyin and Weibo. Thereby, we have broken the stereotype and reshaped the brand image of Zimbabwe as a competitive tourist destination for the Chinese market. And we also have taken our policy at a higher level, whereby we have implemented policies like a visa on arrivals. We have also implemented and upgraded our tourism through the China Ready certification, where our destination is China Ready for the Chinese tourists who come to Zimbabwe. And we are promoting this also through the skills training and capacity building for tourism leaders and tourism players, so that everyone in the tourism industry knows how to handle the Chinese tourists when they come to Zimbabwe, and they appreciate our tourism, since it will be familiar to what they accustomed to. So our destination meets the Chinese travel habits, and it has also improved the travel certification for the Chinese visitors to Zimbabwe. We also working collaboratively with a number of key tourism operators whom we have entered into collaborations with, such as C-TRIP, CTG, and UTO. And also through these, they have promoted us on their digital platforms. We've worked hand in hand, doing live streams together, doing road shows, which we will do live stream, which promote destinations, and packages are sold on live stream. So these are some of the strategies that we've been using. And we are also grateful to the Ministry of Culture and Tourism that we are working with. We have a memorandum with them, and they have been supporting us. And we are also one of the destinations that through the approved destination status was approved for the quick resumption of tourists to Zimbabwe in 2023. So we are very grateful to all these efforts. And going forward from this year, we have also taken advantage of the China-Africa Year of People-to-People exchanges, so that we promote cultural tourism and exchanges between Zimbabwe and China. And all that we are using the digital platforms so that Zimbabwe is known beyond the boundaries of China. These are some of the destinations that the Chinese experience when they visit Zimbabwe. I will not go into detail, but these are some of the things that are unique. Of course, you all have heard of Victoria Falls. We have a unique culture and heritage, some of which has also been inscribed as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The gastronomy, you can love our gastronomy, and I'm happy also to report that as part of promoting our gastronomy, just about 2 days ago, a gastronomy strategy was approved by our minister in the cabinet so that we promote gastronomy further than what we are doing. And obviously, the Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world. Who doesn't want to visit it? These are all some of the destinations that we promote. The activities, adrenaline junkies, welcome to Zimbabwe, experience what we have. Why you need to visit Zimbabwe? We are very peaceful, safety, wonderful people and culture. The majestic Victoria Falls, of course, our rich history and heritage, pristine wildlife, everything that you want, you think of enjoying, visit Zimbabwe. Come and experience Zimbabwe. Thank you once again to Professor and your team and the judges for this award. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And yes, so well, looking at the food alone makes you hungry and wishing to come there. And I think, thank you, very nice presentation. And also, you made the clear point. There is the 2026 people-to-people activities, and you have been saying in one of your slides, the people are the main attractions of Zimbabwe. And that, of course, is, again, I think, an illustration of what we said earlier, that, oh, wonderful pictures. An illustration of what we said earlier, that so it is, the Victoria Falls obviously are, well, impressive, but what you remember most and what people are seeking more and more is really the encounter with other people, and to communicate and to learn from each other and to make friends wherever you're going. So thank you so much for that. And obviously, you mentioned, so why internet media was the category. You were given the award because I know that you are doing a lot, and you showed a little bit of all the things you are doing also online, which is of course very important especially for places which are a bit further away from China than maybe the neighboring countries. Okay, thank you so much. And wow, so many nice pictures. Okay, so I think, but we have to stop stop this now. Also, even some Chinese language programs there. Okay, to learn mountains. Okay. Wow. Oh, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Okay. I think okay. That is very inspiring, and really I'm sure a lot of people will go there. I will try to come to Zimbabwe myself
You're welcome.
as soon as possible. Very good. So until now I have done all the talking, but of course I have two co-hosts, so I hope that I can hand over and give the next category, which is service quality, to Reza, so that you can take over, and after that the next one, marketing, Professor Yang, if she can do that, so that you can get another voice, and I can drink some coffee. So Reza, over to you. And
Thank you so much, Professor. So for us, for our awards, the service quality bronze, it's going to Graviton. And can you go to next slide, please?
so yes, so this is Amina Boliang. Are you there, Amin? So maybe because I'm not sure if Reza has all the information. So this is a company in Algeria, in North Africa, and they are bringing together different partners working for the Chinese market. But it seems he is not with us.
I saw him. He was here earlier, but
Yes. Okay, well, but
no, he's not
I've
here
been
now.
but there are always some
Sorry. Oh, okay.
大家好, hello everyone. 很高兴见到大家. It's nice to meet you all. I'm his interpreter. He's gonna speak French and I'm gonna speak English. 他说法语，会把他的翻译中文和英文。
Wow. Sure.
Okay. So he's gonna start speaking in French.
Au
Okay.
lieu
But
de
keep it brief, please.
présenter, je vais vous faire un discours.
Instead of speaking of doing presentation, he's actually going to do like speech instead.
Yeah, but please keep it to a few minutes. We have a lot of people in line.
Few minutes, yeah.
Je voudrais remercier chaleureusement et sincèrement les hommes et les femmes qui ont dédié leur vie au bien-être d'autrui.
我想那些把一生献给人们福利的男人和女人 I warmly tribute to the men and women dedicate their lives to well-being.
Professeur Wilfinger.
Professeur Wolfinger,
George.
Jin Yang et Reza Sultani.
Reza Sultani. Et Jin
Yang.
Yang.
Hello.
Bon, j'ai rêvé que... Thank you.
Si, signé.
J'ai rêvé qu'un jour, le tourisme est devenu responsable.
I dreamed that tourism become more responsible. 我明见旅游已经变成一种更有责任的行为。
Respecter la nature et les cultures, mais judicieux pour l'humanité, harmonieux pour l'espèce humaine.
Respected, responsible, respected, meaningful for human and harmony. 很尊重自然，尊重各种文化。
Que ce jour soit gravé en lettres de feu sur le marbre.
Might this day be forever engraved in history?
Non pas pour,
永远今天，永远铭刻。
non pas pour figer le passé, mais pour dessiner l'avenir.
Shining like a flame, not to preserve the past, but to shape the future.
Pendant des décennies, voyager consistait à consommer le monde.
For a decade, travel meant consuming the world. 旅行曾经意味着消费这个世界。
Et être responsable, c'est être responsable. n'est plus une contrainte, c'est notre boussole.
Responsibility is no longer a constraint, it's our company. 有责任已经不再是一种约束，而是我们的精神。
Respecter la terre et ses cultures n'est plus un sacrifice, c'est notre fondement.
Respecting nature is no longer a sacrifice. 尊重地球和各种文化已经不再是一种牺牲，而是我们的根基。
Mais notre but est là, remettre l'humanité au centre des valeurs.
But our goal is here, to become and to place people back at the center of our values.
Ne soyons plus des simples spectateurs, mais des acteurs du changement, des architectes d'une nouvelle évolution.
Respecting the earth is a different culture. No longer as sacrifice is our foundation. To become not merely passable, but agents of change.
Que le feu sacré, que le feu de cette audace ne s'éteigne jamais.
Might the flame of this courage never be exhausting. 永远绽放勇气的婚姻，永远不会熄灭。
Voyageons jusqu'à la fin des temps.
Let's continue to travel until the end of the time.
Dans ce sens, Graviton a conçu un test.
In this sense, Graviton do a test.
Quel est le meilleur juge que vous, les experts mondiaux?
What's the best judge they actually expect?
Votre réputation n'est plus à faire. Pour moi, ça serait un honneur et un privilège d'être jugé par vous. Au moins, ça sera des critiques constructives.
Your reputation is so honored for me and a privilege to be judged by you. 我想那些把医生想给人们福利的男人，医生方向和并接受你们的病照。
L'adresse, c'est https://gravitontravel.netlify.a2p/. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup et congratulations. Professor Wolfgang, I think we can go to the next.
Yes, yeah, okay, well, we can see. So the next one, we can do this together. The service quality silver. So also from me, I mean, thank you so much for taking the effort in 3 languages. 谢谢你们, merci beaucoup. So going to silver. So this is Synopsys Global Assist. Dr. David Pan. David, are you there? I mean, I know it's this is a company from Australia, so it's already very late there. So I saw he was with us, but I think at the moment he's not with us. So that is so therefore we have also for this one we have. I know that the winners of the Gold Award said that they can unfortunately not participate. So I mean, so we had enough time for you to listen to. That's very good. So okay, so Dr. David's plan is not there, and so let's go to gold level. And so this is a company based in Portugal, Hotels Casa 1800s. And this company has been very innovative when it goes to offer specific services. So this is a group of hotels who and all these hotels are offering special services for Chinese customers, and they have been for years concentrating very much on the Chinese market. And so they told us before that they are very sorry, but they have some important event going on. That's why they cannot be with us today. But also they have a nice website, so please look at their website and you will learn what they are doing. So Reza, you had a easy job. So now maybe let's go to marketing and Yang Jingjing, are you there? So maybe you can take over, and I hope that there will be more people from the marketing with us.
Okay. Hi and hello everyone. Now we come to the category of marketing, the bronze.
We can't see you. Turn on your camera, please.
Hello, can you see me?
Yes,
Oh,
lovely.
good. Okay, I see you. So welcome everyone. Then now let's come to the category of marketing, the bronze. That is RTME Travels. Anyone's there from the company?
That would be Krishna.
Anyone from the company?
Hello,
Hello.
Namaste. I am Krishna from Nepal.
Okay, hello, welcome. Would you like to give a talk?
Yeah, I am
Okay.
Krishna from Nepal. Yeah, from Alchemy Travels. Thank you so much for this honor. I am very much happy to have this honor. And as you know, Nepal is a very beautiful country, beautiful landscape, and rich heritage, culture, and many, beautiful things to experience. That's why I am very excited to welcome Chinese tourists and exchange experience with people from China and also our beautiful country. And Nepali people are very welcoming, and we are very desperate to welcome them. And we also very happy to market Chinese tourism in Nepal, and we want reciprocal relationship between China company, China people, and Nepal. It's so happy moment for this honor, and I'm so grateful for your honor for this award, Chinese Tourist Welcome Award 2026. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much for your contribution to the China-related tourism, and I hope that we can work together in the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Next one. Okay, silver. Oh, Kazulu Travel Design Events. Any
Hello.
representative? Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. I have a little information that I would like to transmit to everyone. So good afternoon and good morning, everyone. First of all, on the behalf of Kazulu Travel Design and Events, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the Kotri China Outbound Tourism Research Institute, the Tourism Institute, professors, thank you, and the entire jury for nominating us for this prestigious award. Being among the nominees for the CTW Chinese Tourist Welcome Awards is a great honor and an important milestone in our international journey. My name is Ruth Faleiro. I'm the Marketing and Communication Manager at Kazulu, and my husband is Vasco Faleiro. He's the CEO and founder of the Kazulu. He's the brain of all of our operation. We are a boutique destination management company based in Portugal. Since 2018, we have a specialized exclusive incoming tourism, creating tailor-made journey for international travelers who want to look for more than just simply visit destinations. We believe that travel should create meaningful connection between people, cultures, and places. In Kazulu, we design premier traveler experience with personalized concierge service, combining authenticity, exclusivity, and sustainability. Every itinerary is created from scratch, carefully tailored to each traveler interests and expectations. We work closely with the local communities, with the artisans, with the local chefs, with trusted partners to reveal a side of Portugal that many visitors never have the opportunity to discover, especially our beautiful and less known, as we call, high potential tourism territories, HPTT, has the interior regions of Portugal. For us, true luxury relies on the authenticity of experience to every client. As the Asian market, our strategic is priority for Kazulu. Over the past years, we have been strengthening our presence through active participation in the APAV Macau, the development of promotional materials in Mandarin, and created tailor-made programs designed especially for Chinese travelers. Furthermore, we are investing in expanding our presence in Macau with local representatives, reinforcing our commitment to building long-term partnerships based on trust, proximity, and mutual understanding. This recognition represents exactly what we strive for every day, our vision to build lasting bridges between the Europeans, the South American, such Brazil, and the Asian markets, connecting cultures through responsible tourism. We are fully ready to be your trusted partner in Portugal. Thank you once again for this nomination, and for Xinhong Xing for believing in our mission. We look forward to welcome many more Asian travelers to discover the true essence of Portugal with Kazulu. Thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. We also want to work with you in the future. So thank you.
Thank you, all of you.
Oh, gold. Gold. Vincent results. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon and good morning also, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Helsa. I am head of marketing and promotion of Bintan Resort. Once again, warm greeting from Bintan Resort. It's very great honor to receive the awards in the marketing category. So on behalf of Bintan Resort, I would like to sincerely thank you for the organizer for this very prestigious recognition. We are truly honored and grateful to receive the award. This recognition belongs not only for Bintan Resort itself, but also to all value partners in China, our travel agents, OTA, ferry operator, KOL, all stakeholders that thank you so much for the trust and collaboration and continuous support. Together, we have introduced Bintan Resort to more travelers, especially in the China market, and inspired them to discover our beautiful island. So China has always been one of our most important market, and importantly, it's a market whom we have built meaningful friendship. Every visitor who chooses Bintan Resort is not just a guest. They become part of our story and inspire us to create experiences that are warm, memorable, and also authentic. We are just 1 hour from Singapore. It's very nearby. We offer unique island escape where visitor can join beautiful beaches, world-class golf, luxury family-friendly resort, wellness experience, and also we are the home of 21 hotel and accommodation that you can enjoy. Over the past year, we have continued to strengthen our partnership with the China market through destination campaign, trade event, roadshow, digital collaboration, and this award encouraged us to keep innovating and also working even more closely with our partner to welcome the next generation of the Chinese traveler. Before I end my speech, I would like to extend also the heartfelt invitation to every one of you here today. If you have not visited Bintan, we would like to welcome you. Come and experience the beauty of our island, the warmth of our people, and the memory that waiting to be created. We believe that when you visit Bintan, it will always have special place in your heart. Thank you once again for this incredibly honor. We'll look forward to welcoming you to Bintan Resort very soon. Thank you, Sisini, and see you in Bintan.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I look forward to visiting the Bintan Resort. And hello, Professor Wolfgang. Shall we move the next year's award ceremony to Bintan Resort?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
If you want to continue, you can go on.
Oh,
No
it's fine.
problem.
It's over to you. No, I can hand it over to you.
Okay. So then I will take over again. So now we come to the overall, the last category. And I think already we had a lot of interesting insights from our different winners, not only from the gold winners, but from all levels. And of course, being based in Nepal, I'm also happy that we had RGB Travels, who also won the award winner from Nepal as well. So now let's go to overall performance, and the bronze award goes to On City. So it's not one city, as maybe people might read wrongly. It's On City, and Lisa Lee is supposed to be Lisa.
Yes,
Or
hello.
Lise, maybe.
Liz, yeah, Liz. Hello. Nice to meet
Okay, so
you.
please tell us about what is On City.
Yes, so On City is an agency in France, based in Lyon, in France. And we offer food tours, historic tours, and also food tours in many different cities in France, like Paris, of course, Lyon, and also smaller cities, Nice, Marseille, in the south, in the French Riviera, Avignon, Aix-en-Provence. So we are developing more and more cities, and I'm in charge of the Chinese market. So we are developing to give more offers to the tourists, the Chinese tourists, and to give them experiences, especially around the French gastronomy and the French art de vivre. So
Okay, yes.
mhm.
And you have been doing this already for some time, right?
Yes, we've been developing for the Chinese market especially this year in 2026. And so we really look forward to welcome more Chinese tourists and give them a special experience with the French gastronomy. So we try to give quality, emotions-based experiences, and we do tailored. So we really tailor to what people want.
Yeah, so thank you very much for this introduction. And we said earlier that new destinations are what now many Chinese tourists are looking for. And in the past, if we were talking about France, you were talking about Paris, Paris, and Paris, and that was
exactly.
it. But of course, as hopefully everybody knows, there are many more wonderful cities in France, and Lyon certainly one of them. So I think this is very good that you're doing this work to also to bring more Chinese people to understand the diversity of the market in
Yes.
Europe and especially in France. So merci beaucoup for that, and
Merci, and thank you very
congratulations.
much for the
Okay,
award. Yes, very happy.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So now let's move on to the Silver Award, and this is also in Europe. This is the SAR Milan Airport, and so I had the occasion to well 3 years ago by now maybe to be in Milano at a conference of European airports, and of course Milan Airport was also prominently there, where we were also discussing how to attract Chinese airlines, but also of course Chinese travelers to come to Europe and to use European airports. So I'm very happy that we could give this award to Milan Airports, and I was told that Marina Abatista is with us. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Very
Thank you
good.
very much. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you very much for this award. We are really happy about it. As you said, I'm representing SEA Milan Airports, which is the company that manages both Malpensa and Linate airports in Milan. Our commitment is to, strengthen the connection with China through also dedicated services for Chinese passengers and a continuously evolving digital system. And it's what we have been working in the last years, especially after COVID. Our approach combines localized content, social media engagement, tailored user experiences. We have integrated the book and collect services in our platform, in our mini program on WeChat. And we also have a personalized shopping helper service, Chinese speakers inside the airport in Malpensa. Through WeChat, RedNote, our Chinese websites, and other digital initiatives that are specifically designed for this audience, we aim to deliver a culturally relevant and outstanding experience for Chinese travelers that have chosen Milan as their destination. Before concluding, if you don't mind, I would like to hand over for a few words to my colleague Laura Sogli, because the work that the aviation team and their development strategy does, it's paramount for our activities. The digital and commercial activities wouldn't exist without the huge work that the aviation team does in strengthening our connections with China. So thank you, and please, Laura, if you would like to say a few words.
Thanks a lot, Marina, and thanks, of course, a lot to Kotri and to Professor Alt for reaching out to us and having us on board today. It's an honor, really, to receive this award. As Marina was saying, it has been a hard work, a team work within the company. And of course, the connectivity is very important to China. It's the first step towards the development of tourism. Since post-COVID years, we've been increasing a lot the direct connectivity to Milan, reaching today the number of 11 destinations by 6 airlines. So we are really proud of that, because we have become the first airport in Italy as a gateway to China, and among the first ones in Europe. This award comes as an acknowledgement of the work that we did within the company, especially thanks to the work of our colleague then, to manage marketing activities and all other important work that we are doing together with the Chinese stakeholders within the company. So thank you to everybody.
Okay, thank you very much, Marina. Thank you, Laura. And so yes, I've been frequently using both your airports when I was still based in Europe, and I think probably in 1 month I will be with you again because I have to go to Switzerland, and I also have to meet some of our colleagues in Italy. So I will certainly come to Milano again. And well, we just talked with On City about the gastronomy, and well, I can remember very well wonderful dinners with the cuisine of Milano. So again, no, you do obviously the full Monty, you do 360-degree China activities, and so certainly a well-deserved
Thank you very
award for
much.
you. Thank you. So last but certainly not least, we come to the Gold Award in overall performance, and that goes to STW Innovation. And I saw that Emily Cheng has already been active in applauding other award winners. So Emily, now it's your turn.
Thank you. Let me share my screen.
Please.
Thank you so much, Professor Wolfgang. Hello, everyone. I'm Emily. I'm the founder and CEO of STW Innovation. So I have to thank everyone for supporting cultural tourism since day one, because I founded this company 8 years ago, and we are a company missions to provide educations, smart technology tools, and also consultation services for supporting cultural tourism, starting from museum to small, medium-sized owners who run generation ham stores and cheese stores from all over the world. We are 2 times UN WTO finalists. One is the finalist of the rural tourism, because we support rural tourism to promote to the Chinese tourists, independent travelers. And also 2 years ago, I was one of the women founders of the UN WTO scale-up competitions and presented our projects in Osaka, Tokyo. We are a Hong Kong company, and then we are now currently incubating in Cyberport. Long story short, our coverage, since we founded our company, we have been delivering professional educational program, training for all over the world, from merchants to associations, stakeholders, for understanding better about how is the Chinese market. Starting from a micro, cultural backgrounds to practical service, like how to serve Chinese customers as a good host. And we also providing smart tools for people to to be seen in the Chinese markets. We have our own WeChat mini program. We have our own app. Now we just launched 7 language models starting from 1st of July. So now not just Chinese, but all over the world. People who speak French, who speak Spanish, could be able to presenting their destinations for all the world. We have very happy to be presenting ourselves here is because our co-founder is actually from Mexico. We have 40 people around the world from Latin America, Europe, and Asia, and working every day to connect culture, bridging culture, and building business. We started from, 8 years ago when we founded the company. We think that digital access to China shouldn't be a luxury. It should be fair to everyone. However, not just about, big tourism boards that they can have big budgets to promote to China. What about the, the medium-sized tourism board? What about the small, medium-sized business who has 3 generations selling hamon? They're worth to tell story, but they couldn't afford to a big, the fee to promote to China. So as you can see, our service clients from, a National Tourism Board from Uruguay, we have City Tourism Board from Buenos Aires, Southern Tourism Board. We also work with wine associations, hotel associations in different countries to train their professional to understanding how to serve, Chinese customers. Here I have a very short videos to demonstrate what we do as a course. Yeah, so the courses has 10 modules, and starting from, historical China to contemporary China, digital marketing China. So it's very comprehensive. And the courses is delivered by 19 educator in residency under Shape to Win education divisions from all over the world. Currently, we're offering Spanish language, and we also offer, corporate trainings to tourism board. Since last year, our co-founder have been flying to Bolivia for the tourism board training for Turismo Chino's courses. And during the years that we have been trained at, around 200 professionals, and the differences between our training is not just about telling you China, but mostly like 95% of our professor, the educator who live in China or hold a postgraduate degrees from Chinese university. So this is very important, how we understand culture and train culture. On the other side, that we also amplifying some university program, because since the COVID time that our team have been being approached by different university in Europe and Latin America, they want us to deliver a kind of like a practical program to train the students, not just theoretical teaching them about the theory, but also we develop a 6 to 8 weeks intensive program with a virtual internship that at the end that the students has to apply what they learn to digitalize their hometown with the tools, with the marketing strategies, which I think is very, very practical. Some of the students even told us that, oh, I am from that town, but I didn't know that there's so many amazing stores in the town. So this is something that we do. Those are some pictures and the people we train, over 3,000 people across Asia and etc. And on the other side, that we also have a smart tools that we enable everyone of small medium-sized business, they could be able to be visualized in the Chinese market. So this is our smart tools. And if you are interested, I know today we have time limits, but if you're interested, you can go to our YouTube, and maybe future we can launch some specific sections with Professor Wolfgang to tell you guys more about the smart technologies. Apart from that, we also have a lot of stickers around the world. So this is one of the stickers behind my back. So we actually amplified and certified 5,000 business, including museums, and some of the museums are recommended by the tourism board. Some of the hotel are recommended by hotel associations. So to enhance the authenticity of the service provided is good, rather than you going to a place, but then the people are not yet trained. So this is something that I think is very good. And this is a Chinese word, means appreciation. So basically, when Chinese walk past by the door who stick our stickers, they know that the store will appreciate them, their visit. So this is very lovely about the small cultural tricks that we connect with each other. Since last year that we have been developing a lot of AI solutions on top of our smart technology platforms, that, for example, how to help the merchants to serve Chinese customers if I don't have enough manpower, how I can share my products and, the story for the Chinese target audience without, doing too much, agency spending. So those are some interesting, solutions that we help, for example, one called that to help 100 cheeses to tell the story, how Chinese can consume this cheese and what are the scenarios. So those are the very interesting, lovely story. And also that we are developing a kind of like an AI postcard solutions to enable every single store can engage with the Chinese customers using our AI postcard features, so that the customers can leave a great memories and the merchants can get a good pieces of UGC content to engage and promote themselves. So to briefly conclude and to round up the presentations, yeah, I'm Emily. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm also a passionate traveler. I travel to 62 countries, over 230 cities in my life, and I hope to see you guys one day. I have a very amazing team across 7 nationalities, and then we are bridging culture, trying to see how we can help merchants, institutions, and tourism board, how we can bridge the world and the Chinese outbound tourism much better. Also, since last year, we were a competition winner of Suzhou's innovation competitions. So this year, we are helping Chinese to train Chinese industry stakeholder to know about how to serve the world for inbound tourism. So this is very interesting, and I hope one day I can collaborate with you guys. And I really excited, and thank you so much. Those are our clients. Those are our, the Chinese shang stickers across the world. And we still not yet open Nepal. So I would love to personally go to Nepal as well, if one day. And yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for giving us the award. And I leave my LinkedIn contact in the group. And welcome to contact us if you have any creative thinkings, idea, how we can do things together to collaborate, make a win-win situations of the, the winning of the outbound tourism industry. Thank you so much.
Okay, wow. So I think if anybody was asking why do they get the overall performance award, now we heard the answer. You are doing so many useful things, so many things which are happening all over the world and bring small, medium-sized enterprises, especially the culture sector, to China. So I think this is clearly again something everybody has been learning from you, and well, congratulations for your energy and for your success. And well, looking at your map, I see we have not yet been conquering South Asia, so maybe we can do this together. But certainly this is again catering for the interest also of the Chinese tourists, not just to see the Eiffel Tower, how wonderful it might be, but also and if they do the shopping, rather go to the smaller specialized local shops and the smaller museums, not only to the Louvre or to the Prado. So that is exactly important. And in the industry, one of the big debates is now if you are not AI visible, you are not existing anymore. So people don't Google anymore. Now AI is doing the search, and if AI can't find you, you're not existing. So obviously, what you're doing is helping to have also smaller companies and especially cultural companies to keep their visibility in our times as we are now. So, Emily, thanks a lot. And so I'm sure that there will be many people interested in your services. With this, we are coming to the end. I think, well, it was 2 hours, actually longer than we expected, but I think there was so much good and interesting information here. And I can see that well, almost everybody was spending 2 hours with us. And so I can say thanks everybody who has been speaking to us, everybody who has been listening. And of course, also thanks to my co-hosts, especially Reza, also for the technical support. I can say that the decision to do this online, I can see now that was the right decision. So we have also in the audience people from all over the world, and so there will be more people watching the videos and so on. So let me hand over for some final words. First of all, to Professor Yang Ying from Beijing, and so maybe talk a few words about the future you see for helping destinations and companies for both inbound and outbound tourism. Ying, if you want to say a few words. If you are listening to me, no, not at the moment. Okay, so Reza, you go first. No, there she is. Okay, please go ahead. Unmute yourself, please. Yeah?
Hello?
Ja, schon. Die Schwaber.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone, and congratulations to all of you again. Thank you. So, as a Chinese in Beijing, I really appreciate the conference. I really appreciate Wolfgang's work, contribution. So in the future, I do hope that we can work together closely, and I can help you to develop your business into a bigger level, a higher level. Yes. What do you want me to say more?
Okay, no, I think we have already we've crossed the 2-hour line, so I
Yes,
think
that's
everybody
right.
is and we got so much information to comprehend to process. So I think a few words from Reza, and then depends on where you are at dinner time or lunch time. So Reza, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Wolfgang. It was a really great event, and congratulations to all the winners. Just to remind you, from tomorrow, you can have the recording and all the presentations on our website, institutetourism.com. And I hope to see you again, and I look forward to work with Professor Wolfgang and Professor Yang for the Chinese inbound and outbound tourism industry. Thank you so much, and look forward to see you again in our future events. Thank you so much. 谢谢。
Okay, thank you everybody, and be safe, and have a good time, and please continue
Thank
your
you.
good work. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Bye.
Say Shini.
You have a nice day.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. You're man.
Bye bye.
Thank you.